Good morning, guys. I'm your host, CD. Hold up. Hold on a second, guys. What does he need again? Hold on a second, guys. Well, where were we? I'm your host, CD. This is episode 42. If MLB 17 or so, in between the 4 days a week of the weekly schedule. You guys are joining in, want to catch some more MLB 17. In between the 4 days a week. Hit that red support button if you guys are new. Smash the like button, tweet it out, share a comment, add it to a playlist. The more we bring in, the more we grow, expand, stay connected. But we watch our videos in full, like the videos in full, share the videos in full, tweet them out, add them to a playlist, and we're all good to go. We never ask anything back in return. It's a matter of fact, and see how good we can expand. I mean, my supporters count has been a little bit low again this week, but thank goodness I'm off till thank goodness I don't have to be back till tomorrow. So, and there will be Game 1 in Detroit as we speak. Managing the Detroit Tigers, as there will be the 10-31 Tigers this series, taking out the 1923 Texas Rangers. As it will be Game 1 will be held in Detroit in the three-game series as we speak. So, Game 1 in Detroit, on the mound for the 10-31 Tigers this morning, in the chat of the group, will be Daniel Norris. He has a 1-6 record, 44 strikeouts, 3.76 ERA. He'll be taking on Andrew Kastner, Game 1 in Detroit. He has a 3-3 record, 40 strikeouts, 6.717 ERA. As we head down to the ballpark for you guys in the chat this morning. If you guys want to vote for the idol, you guys can vote either Aladdin or the Greatest Showman. Aladdin is up by 15, excuse me. Just trying to rephrase the words real quick. Aladdin's at 27, Greatest Showman's at 12. So in Game 1, Detroit, on the mound for the 10-31 Tigers this morning of the series will be Daniel Norris, left-handed pitcher. He has a 1-6 record, 3.76 ERA. And here's the starting lineup for the 10-31 Tigers this morning. Game 1 in Kimura Park. Leading off will be Jose Iglesias, and Kinsler's batting second. Miguel Cabrera's at third. Trey Mancini at fourth. Nick Castellanos at fifth. Maki Montauk at sixth. Don Decker at seventh. Brian Holiday at batting eighth, but he's the catcher. And batting ninth, center fielder Alex Presley. In the chat this morning. It says here Jose Iglesias is a little low on energy, so they're going to be giving him a rest. So, so how is everyone doing this morning? Hopefully you guys are well. Hopefully you guys are ready to kickstart this weekend. Well, I, for one, I don't have to be back at work till tomorrow. And what's the last couple of days this week, I've just been tired. My feet have been tired, trying to move in between both lots when it comes to stocking and whatnot. But that was the only thing that I was doing, or pretty much to make sure the story's pretty much sweet and improved. So I, for one, I've pretty much been really tired for the last couple of days this week due to work, but it's been okay. You guys will also get IGN News this morning. I also want to, with a good old friend of mine, so my buddy Derek. Happy birthday, Derek, coming out of the art studio. The one that I know for a long time. So on the mound for the 10-31 Tigers this morning, Game 1 Detroit with Daniel Norris. As we speak, he has a 1-6 record. ERA. And batting first, as we get Game 1 in Detroit underway, will be Elvis Andrus. He's batting .255, 5 home runs, 13 ribbies. And there's the first pitch by Norris. Game 1 in Detroit underway. Foul ball to right, strike one. So how is everyone doing this morning? Hoping guys are good. He also made a couple of designs at the art studio as well, and that would be one of the systems that I know for sure, and that was when I was a kid. Strike 2 in the upper left, and that would be, of course, the Nintendo Game Boy system. You guys remember that? I mean, most of us, when it comes to different companies as we speak, Nintendo was actually the very first one. One of the very first ones that was recently been introduced as one of the first companies. Temperature's not bad. No, it's not, as I said. But yeah, Nintendo Game Boy was actually my very first system, and he struck him out. That's the first out for the Rangers. Game 1 in Detroit. So yeah, I've had my good theories on that.
Well, I think this offense really needs to see more.
It hasn't been all too bad. There's the starting lineup for the 19 and 23 Rangers this morning. Game 1 in Detroit. He's in Beltray batting 284. And that'll bring up right-handed batter guys, Carlos Gomez. He's batting 275, 3 home runs, 10 ribbies. You guys will also have a new episode of Griefall today as well. Fried Power Hour, Fried Supremacy with Gasly will be tonight. The Empire's, first base umpire is Mike Fillmore. Wesley Valentine's the second base umpire. Cubbies 2, Brewers 1, and Chicago the final. Foul ball to the right, strike 1. That ball was inside the zone. Comes a 1-1 by Norris. Game 1 in Detroit. Ball 2.
This ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Man, so far work last night was tiring, but it was not bad. So I had to keep on wearing my mask when it comes to being on the clock and whatnot. But well, like I said, well, either way, I just wear my mask when it comes to being on the clock. But when it comes to days off, no. That'll be a foul ball to left. Foul ball to left in Game 1 in Detroit, as it will be. That'll be a leadoff triple by the Rangers. Oh my goodness. New episode of Family Guy will be tomorrow night, yep. Nationals 2, Braves 1 in Atlanta. As you look at the ball to left. And that'll bring up right-handed batter. No strains of the baseball. That would be Adrian Beltre. His last 5 games was the 19 and 23 Rangers of the series. He's been 2 for 16. 125 average. Runner at third, 1 out. The pitch by Norris. Ground ball to third. He picks it up. Throws it to the first baseman. That's the second out for the Rangers. Runner at third goes to home. Game 1 in Detroit as the Rangers strike first in Game 1 in Memorial Park. It's 1-0 Rangers. That'll bring up left-handed batter Joey Gallo. Gallo's batting 213, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. Game 1 in Detroit, Mets 6, Angels nothing in New York City. Ball went to the right. RDR2 is not bad. I mean, former nominee last year or two. And I also, I did a little shopping after I got off at 11 last night. Decided to get a little something to have and a little something to drink and pretty much another Nintendo card for you guys for my Switch Lite. And I decided, you know what? How about I get a game called Trails of Mana, see how that is. But based on the IGN review, I've heard the game is not bad. I've heard the game itself is not bad. To be honest, 2-2 by Norris. Swung on and missed, and he struck him out and then retires the side. Game 1 in Detroit underway, guys. We go to the bottom of the first of the group. Rangers 1, Tigers nothing. And on the mound, and here he is on the mound for the 19-22 Rangers this morning. Game 1 in Detroit will be right-hander Andrew Kastner. Kastner's making his 9th start. In the series 3-3 record, 6.17 ERA, 57 hits, and he has 14 walks and 40 strikeouts given him. Doo-wop for the Tigers, right-hander Jacoby Jones is in replacement in the first base as batting first. He has a 44 average, 1 home run, 2 ribbies. And it'll be fly ball to right center field on the middle of the plate, and that will be a single. So to lead off, a single for the Tigers. Get it one more time, and that was responsible by Jacoby Jones. Game 1 in Detroit. Send it to abc15.com Get that in a second. Then I'll bring up right-handed batter Ian Kinsler. This was batting 191. Roy Horn of Siegfried and Roy. If you guys have never heard of this man, my love and I haven't heard of this man. And so and I have been together for 10:43 today. So at the finally start of the weekend. Runner at first, nobody out.
Has a look, now the pitch.
Foul ball to right, strike one. Bottom of the first, nobody out, runner at first. 1-0 Rangers. Game 1 in Detroit. So apparently he passed away at the age of 75 this week from the COVID-19. And there's been a couple more people that passed away in the past couple weeks too. You guys pretty much know the names that I told you in the chat. It's like swing strike 2. It's not 1-2. Oxygen is nice. So the lineup today, you guys are going to try to get and it'll be fly ball to right, and that'll be still strike 2. Its speed was 80 miles per hour. Comes the 0-2 by Kastner.
Here it comes on 0-2.
And he struck him out, and that's the first down for the Tigers. Game 1 in Detroit.
And now we'll look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Dan, who
and,
do we keep an eye on?
There's a starting lineup for the 10-31 Tigers this morning. Of the series, we've got Miguel Cabrera batting 248, Trey Mancini 252. Matt on Decker's batting 205. Mike took 245. And then I'll bring up the best of all time in baseball history, Miguel Cabrera. He has a 248 average, 6 home runs, 18 ribbies. Right-handed batter. He's been with the Tigers for a long time. For a good opportunity. You guys will also get Isaiah News as well.
First delivery to him on the way.
Strike 1 up top. Reds 1. Hold on a second. Nationals 2. Braves 1 in Atlanta. You guys have any other questions? Let me know in the chat. Or any moderator of the group. So at a total of 52 or 51. Swing and a miss. Waited too long. That's the second strike. Andrew Kastner is on the mound for the 1923 Rangers in Game 1 in Detroit this morning. I will also get a sour going in just a little bit after I'm done with this. And he struck him out as well. That's out number 2 for the Tigers. Game 1 in Detroit. So we're going to get some Isaiah News for you guys. And then I'll bring up right-hander Trey Mancini. Mancini's batting 252. A whole new world to begin. So let's go and get some Isaiah News for you guys real quick. Well, first off, 17 hours ago since yesterday. Hold on a second.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
It's a swing, runner at first. Is he grounded out to second? And he is, and the side is retired. Good attempt from stealing, though. Game 1 in Kimura Park. We'll go to top of the second. Rangers 1, Tigers nothing. Do-up for the Rangers. This batter's no stranger. Right-handed batter Mike Napoli. He's batting 202, 5 home runs, 11 ribbies. If you guys want to catch some more MLB 17, every 3 to 4 days a week, in the chat, of the Iamacreator community, equals Payitforward and be rewarded. Ball 1 to the bottom left. Make sure you hit that red support button if you guys are new in the chat. Smash the like button. Lost another supporter already. That's ridiculous already.
Now here it comes.
Of a different total. Pop up to left. About territory in the stands. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with my supporters this week. And it's not been going good. 1-1 count. But yeah, hit that red support button if you guys are new to the group. Smash the like button, tweet it out, say a comment, type it in. Add it to a playlist. The more we bring in, the more we expand, grow, make a difference. You guys have any goals, let me know. See what we can do. Swung on and missed, and that's the first out for the Rangers. And if there's anybody in the chat of the Iamacreator group that has a Facebook and a Twitter account, you guys can do the same thing on the philosophy. There's a defensive lineup for the 10 and 31 Tigers this season. Facebook or Twitter, you guys can share them, do the same thing. That'll bring up left-handers, Sensu 2. It's batting .258, 3 home runs, 7 ribbies. To his credit. When we watch our videos in full, ball 1 at the bottom. We like the videos in full. Share them, tweet them out, add them to a playlist, and we're all good to go. And we leave a loving, caring, sharing comment. Foul ball to right, strike 1. Yeah, I've been losing numerous supporters this week. It's not even funny, I'll tell you. But I'm not losing anybody else. That's putting pretty much a lot of my moderators back there. Pirates won, Phillies won in Pittsburgh. Because everybody knows what the group is all about. So Mets 7, Angels nothing in New York City. Fireball to deep center field again. And it will be gone. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. That's a fireball to deep center field, and it's gone. Solo shot by Sensu 2. He's a former Cleveland Indian, too, so can't bother anything about that. 4th one of the season by Sensu 2. 434 feet. And so far, the score is 2-0 Rangers. Oh my goodness. 434 feet by Sensu 2.
Are the best hitters in the world, and when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it, just like he did there.
Deep to center field, and boom goes the ball. 2-0 Rangers. 1 out, top of the second, the pitch by Norris. Ball 1 to the bottom left. Damn it. Okay, there we go. Brings up Robinson Chirinos, batting .163, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs, serving in.
Here comes the 1-0.
And if you guys want to vote for the auto, you guys can vote Aladdin or the Greatest Showman. Aladdin's at 27, Greatest Showman's at 12. Let me know if you guys have any questions on any of them. If we get a chance. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Yeah, I don't understand why in the fuck I'm losing supporters this week. This is ridiculous. I'm telling you. Foul ball to left, strike 2. Right now my total is 1390. I don't understand what's going on. You guys can let me know in the chat what's been happening. Ball 2.
Fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
It's now 2-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off, even if you know it's coming. Look, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening, but listen, supporters needs to stop too. So 2-2 by Norris.
And now pitch on the way. Oh, and this is
swing and a miss, and that's the second out for the Rangers.
That's out number 2.
But even though, guys, everything's going to be okay. I'm just trying to get my ass back up there. Brings up Jared Holing, batting .244 and 2 home runs, 14 ribbies to his credit. The pitch by Norris. Game 1 in Detroit. Strike 1 to the right. It has not been going good when it comes to supporters counts. I'm like, come on. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Foul ball to right, strike 2.
Now the pitch.
We are going to get to the bottom of this and a hit by a pitch by Daniel Norris. Oh my goodness.
He's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense.
Hit by pitch by Daniel Norris. He is on the mound for the 10 and 31 Tigers this morning. Game 1 in Kimura Park. Run out first 2 outs. The pitch by Norris. And I think that's ball 1 or strike 1. That's strike 1. Run out first 2 outs. 2-0 Rangers. Game 1 in Detroit. Ball 1 to the upper right. But I'm just trying to get my supporters back too, so that's been that has to be a good difference right now. So that's how it comes down to it. The more we bring in, the more we expand, grow, make a difference as good as we can.
Here's the pitch.
Ball 2.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Even though, guys, we're not giving up without a fight. That's a guarantee. Ground ball to center field. Throws at the first baseman, and the side is retired. You play out a solo stop by Sensu Tsu, the deep center field.
We'll go to the bottom of the second. 2-0 Texas.
Go to the bottom of the second. Rangers 2, Tigers nothing.
So
Do one for the Tigers. Right-handed batter Trey Mancini, batting .252.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
And it'll be a fly ball to center field as well. And gets under it, and he makes the catch, 1 away for the Tigers.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment.
I'm just trying to get him. I know you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys want to get me back up there. But I'm hoping. I'm hoping I can. Even though it's not going to be an easy mountain, but we'll see what happens. There's a defensive lineup for the 1923 Rangers this morning. Game 1 in Detroit. Gonna bring up right-handed batter Nick Castellanos. Castellanos is batting .211, 7 home runs, 21 ribbies. Or might have been 11 or something. Yeah, I've been losing not one, I would think 2, 3 to 4 supporters before the start of the weekend. And I just think it's ridiculous. Swing, strike 1 at the bottom, it's now 0-1. But we are going to figure something out. We got Isaiah News. I'm not going to worry about it right now. As I said, it's going to get me a little bit impressed. Ground ball by the pitcher. Throws it to the first baseman, and he's the second out for the Tigers. As far as other news go, brings up right-hander Maki Montuk, 245, 3 home runs, 13 ribbies. I already gave you guys a question on that as well. From this week, swing and a miss, strike 1 inside the zone. Okay, where were we? 15 hours ago, apparently going to Sun State, and I quote, "The fans are mad at the new trailer for Assassin's Creed Valhalla," involving the trailer itself. 16 hours ago, apparently they found his Boba Fett. That's right, the one that recently played back in episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Playing as Jango Fett in episode 2, doing that encounter with Obi-Wan, played by Ewan McGregor. 1 and 2 count. Check swing, he struck him out, and that's the third out, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers. We go to the top of the third. Rangers 2, Tigers nothing. The commentators this morning: Matt Fiskerson, Helen Reynolds, Dan Plezak. Nationals 3, Braves 1 in Atlanta. So yeah, the one that used to play Boba Fett, I believe, pretty much my dad and I pretty much found it interesting that this man is actually one of our good favorites over the years. Back when Star Wars Attack of the Clones was released back in 2001, when episode 1 was out in 1999. So, actually 97, excuse me. Attack of the Clones was released back then. Back when I was 6 or 7. When it comes to a lot of us Star Wars fans. So yeah, the one that used to play him, he's making his return in season 2 in the Mediterranean. And I think I find that interesting. Mets 8, Angels nothing in New York City. And I find it a little bit interesting that I read a little bit something about that, and for this week, and ball 3 on deck, Carlos Gomez batting .280. And from what I've been reading, I'm not sure if you guys have know it for sure in the chat of the Iamacreator group, but somewhere in the series, the second season, and that's ball 4, first walk by Daniel Norris. as he walks Elvis Andrus for the 1923 Rangers. Game 1 in Detroit.
Pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
And the bottom of your screen in the chat, guys. Runner on first, nobody out. Norris nods his head. Ground ball to second. Looking for a DP. Almost had it though. That's the first out for the Rangers. Good try attempt by the Tigers defense though. Brings up right-hander and Anzian Beltre. He grounded out his first time. He's 0 for 1. Runner at first, 1 out. Top of the third. 2-0 Rangers. Game 1 in Detroit. Ball 1 at the bottom. I pretty much know this actor's name, as far as I know. Pretty much some of you guys already know this man as well. And that'll be a steal runner, steal second. And that's pretty much obvious that he still has it in him. Ground ball center field again. And that's not a good sign already. And that will be an RBI single. So an RBI single by the Rangers. And so far, as of right now, the score is 3-0 Rangers. Game 1 in Detroit. Let me see. Runner first, 1 out. The pitch by Norris. Strike 1 in the upper left. There you go. Guys will also get Dan Lancer for the splits in PC by next week. And I'll be starting this Tuesday. Putting that schedule as well.
Now the 0-1.
Ball 1 up top. Daniel Norris has given up 1 walk already. There's also a new trailer called Fury Unleashed. As they unloaded a new trailer.
Runners on first with 1 down.
And what's I've never heard of the series, 1-1 count. And a pop-up behind first base. Makes the catch in time, 2 away for the Rangers. Then I'll bring up right-handed batter Mike Napoli. He's 0 for 1 for strikeout in second in Game 1 in Detroit.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1 at the bottom. Hulu's solar opposites is no Rick and Morty.
The 1-0 pitch.
I don't find that amusing either. Runner gets it, throws to the first baseman, and the inning is over. Game 1 in Detroit in the chat of the group. Go to bottom and third, Rangers 3, Tigers nothing. Doo-wop for the Tigers, left-handed batter Matt Dundecker. It's 205, 1 home run, 9 ribbies. Val Kilmer reveals why he quit the role of Batman. Apparently, okay, let me double check, since, because my opponent does have 4 copies of it when it comes to the 4 movies of the franchise. In the second 6-swing strike 2, waited a little too long. It's now 0-2 already. So apparently, it has been widely reported how much Val Kilmer disliked his making for Batman Forever. Fly ball at the mid-right center field. He picks up a block and he makes a good catch. 1 away for the Tigers. So yeah, apparently, based on what's been told, it goes on to say that Val Kilmer pretty much disliked making Batman Forever, and the miserable working relationship director brings up right-hander Brian Holiday has 188 average, 2 home runs, 7 ribbies. The pitch by Kastner. And a pop-up to right as well. Oh, wow. Not a good opportunity. That's the second out for the Tigers. Now, this is director Joel Schumacher. Brings up left-handed batter Alex Presley. So last 4 games with the 10-31 Tigers of the series. He's been 1 for 14 with 71 average. He's batting 144, 2 home runs, 9 ribbies.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Ball went to the right. So apparently, Shoemaker had with him, between him and Val Kilmer. Director, I mean, apparently was the part of the, foul ball, and he makes another good catch, and the side is retired. Oh my goodness. Thinking through the crowd, go to top of the fourth, Rangers 3, Tigers nothing. Due up for the Rangers, left-handed batter, Sin-Soo Choo comes to the plate. He had a solo side in the second, is 1-for-1. Game 1 in Detroit. Pirates 5, hold up a minute. Ball at the bottom, Mets 11, Angels nothing, New York City. 1-0 count by Norris. Ground ball to right center field. It's picked up. Throws it to the first baseman, 1 away. Reds 6, Rockies nothing in Cincinnati. That'll be the state of Ohio as we speak. That'll bring in right-handed batter Robinson Chirinos. He's 0 for 1 of a strikeout in the second. Nationals 4, Braves 1 in Atlanta.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Get the more in the story in the second, ball 1. So the director previously called Kilmer the most psychologically troubled human being I've ever worked with, while later praising him as the best Batman. Val Kilmer is pretty much one of the favorites that's ever done inside the Batman franchise. Behind him, you see, behind that, you see, there's only been there's been some good actors that used to play Batman. I, for one, think that Val Kilmer did a better job as well than Michael Keaton. Ben Affleck did alright, as we speak. 1 and 2 count by Norris. But yeah, I pretty much think swing and a miss. And that's the second out for the Rangers. Good throw by Daniel Norris. Do this one more time. So based on that, Val Kilmer did a good job. George Clooney did. It wasn't obvious for him, as far as I know. The only ones that I think that did a good job as Batman would be Christian Bale did good. Brings up left-handed batter Devin Holling. He had a hit by a pitch his first time. Game 1 in Detroit. Norris nods his head. Ground ball to first again. And he picks him off, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Rangers. We go to bottom of the fourth, Rangers 3, Tigers nothing. Due up for the Tigers will be right-hander Jacoby Jones. He's singled in the first inning. He's 1 for 1. But yeah, you see, guys, the way I look at it, you know, Val Kilmer did a little more better job than George Clooney and Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton did good too. But based on the facts of Batman Forever, I've always thought Batman Forever was actually a pretty good classic. Swing and a miss, strike 2 up top. It's now 0-2 already. Yankees 1, Rays nothing in Tampa. That's that this morning. And the best Batman. We'll continue in just a second. Ball 1 at the bottom. Well, there has been various reports, guys, over the years about why Kilmer didn't replace the role for Batman and Robin. Conflicts with the Saint, Schumacher. Conflicts with the Saint, apparently. Astros 3, Indians nothing in Houston. Ball 2 at the bottom, it's now 2-2. Schumacher didn't want him back as Batman for some reason. And in a new interview, he pretty much had a interview, apparently. Foul ball to right and stand, strike 2. He calls in on the actor recalled an incident on the set, apparently. It's like Swingy struck him out, first out for the Tigers. Apparently the actor recalled an incident on the set that crystallized for him why he needed to quit the role. During a chat with the New York Times, Val Kilmer, who hated wearing the uncomfortable batsuit, recounted how he learned business tycoon Warren Buffett and his grandchildren, apparently, Foul ball to right, and that'd be strike one in the stance. Brings up being Kinsler. Fly ball to left center field, and it will get down, and that will be a single. Pirates 5, Phillies 2 in Pittsburgh. Would be the visiting set that day, so he kept his costume uneven after he was not filming. But when the Buffetts arrived, they didn't want to meet with Kilmer apparently. Run on first, no, one out. Fly ball center field, and he makes the catch in time. Wonderful catch, out number 2 for the Tigers. Game 1 in Detroit.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball.
Goes on to say, when they didn't want to meet Val Kilmer, they just wanted to play with the Batmobile and try on the mask. Kilmer, and apparently he understood in that moment, apparently, that they just wanted to mess around with the Batmobile for some reason. And apparently he understood that fact. That in the Times words, Batman isn't meant to be a real guy. Batman is meant to be, hold on a second, 0-1 count by Kastner. Ground ball to center field, picks it up, throws to the first baseman, and the inning is over. Game 1 in Kimura Park, go to top of the 5th, Rangers 3, Tigers nothing. Doo-wop for the Rangers, right-handed batter Phil Gosselin. Grounded out in the second, he's 0 for 1. Let's catch up real quick. Val Kilmer goes on to state, and I quote, he said that Batman is used to be, ball 1 at the bottom, but to be so anonymous that the person who is looking at him can't see himself in him, apparently. Now, I remember one scene from The Dark Knight when recently Christian Bale became the next actor to play as Batman, I believe, and ground ball to left, and that'll be foul, strike 2. 1-2 count by Norris, Twins 2, Rangers nothing in Minnesota. Swing and a miss, and that's the first out for the Rangers. The idea that anyone could be Batman, that the character was about being non-specific. Source meant an actor Kilmer on the role. And from Val Kilmer's interview with the New York Times, he goes on to state, and I quote, "My point can maybe quote on this as well, if to get the sense to get done with a walk. Her and I have now been together for 1,043 days today, too, so." Brings up right-handed batter Elvis Andrus. So walking this first time, he's 0 for 1. Game 1 in Detroit. Ground ball center field again. Oh my goodness. Here come the Rangers. Game 1 in Detroit. And that will be a triple. So a triple by the Rangers. Oh my goodness. By Elvis Andrus as it gets down. So Kilmer went on to state, and I quote, "That's why it's so easy to have 5 or 6 Batmans," as he told the Times, apparently running at third. The pitch by Norris, ball 1 to the left. He said it's not about Batman, there is no Batman. Brings up right-handed batter Carlos Gomez, support in the first, he's 1 for 2.
The 1-0 delivery.
Ball 2.
With the infield back and a runner.
So yeah, part of his interview, Batman first made his rare appearance back in when Adam West did it, you know. But and a pop-up to home base. Gets under it, he makes the catch, right over hold at third. And that's the second out for the Rangers. Yeah, I just think Val Kilmer did a good job. I still think he did a good job in Batman Forever. He's only been in a couple Batman movies. He did good in Tombstone. So I pretty much agree with some of his, a little bit of his comments, but fall on to the left. But when he said there's no Batman, you know, Batman is pretty much a myth. Even though he didn't feel comfortable wearing that bat suit when it was filming. You know, I just think, you know, in our perspective, you guys can put in a perspective in the chat if you like, of the Iamacreator community. That Batman, you know, Adam West also did a good job when it comes to the TV series. Ball was 3 at the top. On deck, Zoe Gallo batting 209, Mets 13, Angels nothing, and New York City. 3 don't count by Norris. He's already given up 1 walk. Foul ball on the left, strike 1. You guys can let me know in the chat if you guys think Val Kilmer did a good job. Strike 2 at the top. So yeah, Val Kilmer, yeah, he didn't feel, apparently, when he had that interview this week, apparently he thought it was uncomfortable for some reason to be in that bat suit. It's just that the other people cared about is messing with the Batmobile. Fly ball to right center field. He's going to get under it, and he makes the catch in time, and the inning is over. Yeah, Val Kilmer's a really good actor when it comes to Batman, as we speak. Go to the bottom of the 5th, Rangers 3, Tigers nothing. Game 1 in Detroit. Do what for the Tigers, right-handed batter Nick Castellanos is up to the plate. Ground down to second, is 0 for 1. Tigers will get the match their athleticism a little bit. See what they can do. Game 1 in Detroit. Yeah, this next game, I pretty much am not going to get back to the series 2. Guys that may have seen it. Ground ball center field, gets picked up, throws it to the first baseman, and that's the first out for the Tigers. And that would be Destiny 2. So apparently, for good people like us, for example, of the group, apparently Destiny 2 is going to be on its way to the PS5 and Xbox Series X. Sex swing strike 1 at the bottom. But I, for one, am not going to be restarting the series as we speak. Castro's given up 4 balls, 31 strikes, total of 35 for the 1923 Rangers. Game 1 in Detroit. Sex swing at the bottom, strike 2 already. So yeah, I for one am not going to get back into it, as far as I know. Swing and a miss again. Strike outnumbered 2 by the Tigers. So no. I mean, if people want to have a chance to restart the, Destiny 2, they can be my guest. I mean, it's not that I'm not going to go back to the franchise for sure. I mean, the first one was alright, since I enjoyed, as a lot of you guys have enjoyed in the chat, and that would be Final Fantasy XIV and Realm Reborn. So yeah, Destiny 2, no. And there was also an update about Chris Cornell and Rick and Morty Season 5. We'll get to that in a second. 0-1 count by Kastner. Ball 1 to the right, it's now 1-1. Apparently there's some updates involving Season 5 of Rick and Morty. Because it has been good and popular. Fly ball center field. Makes him back and he makes the catch in time and the side is retired. We go to the top of the 6th, guys. Rangers 3, Tigers nothing. Game 1 in Detroit. Do what for the Rangers? Left-hander Zoe Gallo is on the plate. Strike out in the 3rd. He's 0 for 2. Well, about the total of supporters that I've lost the last couple of days, guys, it's not been good. I've lost 2 to 4. 2 to 4 supporters. And I'm like, what is going on? What is going on today? You know? Red 7, Rockies 1 in Cincinnati. Ball 2. And I'm also going to read this too. 12 hours ago, Josh Trank reveals why Fantastic Four made him better towards James Gwynn. This is actually pronounced as gun. Pronounced as Z-U-N-N, perhaps? Ball 3. On deck, Mike Napoli batting 198. Apparently, ahead of next week's release of its Tom Hardy drama Capone, director Josh Trank has opened up about the bitterness and resentment when he felt towards the comic books following the critical and commercial failure of the 2015 movie Fantastic Four. And once I did read a review about that, guys, apparently I've never seen the movie, but I've heard the movie was bad, not even good, by example. But Rise of the Silver Surfer was good. When they recently had the first-time actors get upon it, fireball to deep center field again. He picks up a block and see you later, ball, and it's gone. Solo shot by Zoe Gallo. Game 1 in Detroit. Oh my goodness, guys, look at that. So, he opened up in between, but praised superhero filmmakers James Gunn and Zack Snyder. Third one of the season by Zoe Gallo, 441 feet, as the score is 4-0 Rangers. As they're not giving 10 and 31 Tigers any hope right now. Back when he was hired to direct Fantastic Four, Trank was hot off the success of Chronicle. Hold on a second. 4-0 Rangers. Nobody out. Top of the 6th. Here's the pits. Strike one at bottom left. Brings up Mike Napoli, right-handed batter. He's 0 for 2 for strikeout in the 3rd. Game 1 in Detroit. And he said he wasn't a fan of superhero films. Due to his patience on that. Ball 1 at the bottom left. Indeed, according to Fantastic Four screenwriter Jeremy Slater, Trank hated them, especially Marvel's The Avengers, as he pretty much said something about the Avengers this week. Ball 2 in the upper left. It's already, Norris has already given up 1 walk. 2-1 count by Norris. Will get the touch base in 2nd. Foul ball to left, strike 2. He told Plagon, and I quote, that the tone of their Fantastic Four movie, so we like that of Avengers, apparently. And he also tried to expose Trank. Ball 3. On deck, Shinsu Chu. He is 1 for 2. Game 1 Detroit. So apparently, for that tone of the Fantastic Four movie, Trank, the director of that, and I quote, ground ball center field, and he almost had the catch, but he didn't master that in time. Oh my goodness. And that'll be a double. So a double by the Rangers. He said, he also tried to expose Trank to a Fantastic Four movie's book lore. Apparently he didn't give a crap. Apparently, Trank's epiphany towards the gender, obviously, didn't bond well for either him or his film in the end. Something the director seems to understand now. He does admit his own arachnids contribute to Fantastic Four's failure, apparently. Score is an E7. Runner at 2nd, nobody out. Swing and a miss, strike 1 at bottom left. Runner at 2nd, nobody out. 4-0 Rangers. Game 1 in Detroit. And a hit by a pitch again. That's the 2nd one by Norris. He is not having a good time on the mound right now. Brings up Robinson. So, 3 outs. He struck out twice. He's 0 for 2. Ball 1 at the bottom. For somebody who hadn't really gotten the handle of his own skill, set as a filmmaker to do that kind of stuff with it, as he told the Hollywood Reporter, unquote. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Yeah, when it comes to perspective for Avengers, that has a lot of credit inside of it. So, 1-1 count by Norris. Ground ball center, left center field again. Runner at 2nd goes to 3rd, and he is out at home, I think. Did the home pitcher get him in time?
Obviously, they got a little over-aggressive there.
May want to check it on replay one more time. Let me see. And I think he's almost certainly dead. First and third, one out. Norris nods his head.
Now a ball sliced out of
Foul
play
ball to
down
left, strike
field
one.
line. The 0-1 pitch.
Ball one to the upper
Just
left.
misses the inside corner.
He's not having his
So yeah, he's not that bad of a director. J.J. Abrams is actually a great director. When he recently used to direct Star Wars movies, was episode 7, 8, and 9. Which I haven't seen The Rise of Skywalker yet. And they pop up to the pitcher's box, gets under it, and he makes the catch, second out for the Rangers. So it all depends. I mean, I'm still going to be buying The Rise of Skywalker, but I don't know when it's going to be getting in the plan. It all depends.
Here's the first pitch to him.
I mean, by the time this crap ends, that'll be the time being. And he makes the catch to left center field, and the inning is over.
But the Rangers add on thanks to this solo home run.
Here's a replay of the solo shot in Game 1 in Detroit.
In favor of the Rangers.
We're going to bottom of the 6th, Rangers 4, Tigers nothing. Due-off for the Tigers, right-hander Brian Holiday comes to the bat. He popped out in the third inning, is 0 for 1. Tigers are trying to get themselves turning it on right now, as we speak.
We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Yeah, the Tigers really need to get something going right now. They really have not been getting a lot going for the last several games. And due to my damn supporters count too. Ground ball center field, that's a little something out of this bag. And that'll be a single.
So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the sixth.
And that will be a single by the Tigers. Brian Holiday with the single. Ground ball center field.
That's not what I'm looking for first pitch, but I gotta tip my cap to him.
But yeah, if you guys want to check out the IGN news, you guys want to check it out for your own being of the Iamacreator community. You guys can log on to IGN.com for news, any updates on reviews, trailers, any concepts. Runner at first, nobody out. 4-0 Rangers, bottom of the 6th. Runner at first. Ground ball center field again, picks it up. Looking for a DP, and that'll be the first out for the Tigers. That's why they quite a bit, too long. Brings up right-handed batter Jacoby Jones. He's 1 for 2 for single in the first. Game 1 in Detroit. Gets a sign. The pitch by Kastner. Ground ball to left center field. That'll be back-to-back jacks. Game 1 in Detroit. And it will be a single. So an opposite single by Jacoby Jones. Okay, as soon as this guy starts going, I'm going to get prepared to go my channel. In the bullpen, Tony Barnett.
In now, Ian Kinsler.
Swing and a miss, had an opportunity, that's strike one. That'd be Ian Kinsler.
2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
I'm going with Let's Grow on this channel.
Couple of righties starting to lose.
First and second, 1 out. Tigers looking for an opportunity. Game 1 in Detroit. 0-1 count by Kastner. Ground ball center field again. And that'll be a single. Oh my goodness. Mets 13, Angels nothing in New York City. So a single by the Tigers. Tigers looking to get himself an opportunity. Brings out Miguel Cabrera, right-handed batter. Struck out in the 4th, he's 0 for 2. Tigers looking for something big and tremendous in Game 1 of Detroit right now. Bases loaded, 1 out, 4-0 Rangers. Castle nods his head. Swing and a miss, waited a little too long, strike 1.
Oh, looks like he might be a little anxious swinging at that pitch out of the zone. This situation, bases
waited just a bit too long.
You gotta calm down, let him come to you. Still have to throw it over the plate.
Foul ball to left, strike 2. Head speed was not 29 miles per hour. No 1-2 count by Kessler. And the ball is low. Runners will hold at their bases. Ball 1. It's now 1-2. And the 1-2 count by Kessler. Ball 2. It's now 2-2.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going.
2-2 in the attack, guys. It's a beautiful out of the stands. As you guys can see. 2-2 count by Kessler. Fly ball center field. Racing back, and will it get down? It will get down. Oh my goodness. And that will be a 2 RBI double. And so far the score is 4-2 Rangers. Here come the Tigers.
He wins the battle this time, and in a big way. 2 runs on the board as the result.
Oh my goodness. Look at that, a 2 RBI double by the Tigers. Game 1 in Detroit. The score is 4-2 Rangers. Bottom of the 6th, 2-1 out. The pitch by Kessler, fly ball to deep left center field. Boy, have enough speed, and it's gone. The Tigers are finally turning it on their side. Game 1 in the Kimura Park. 3-run shot to deep left center field.
So a 3-run shot to left center. Home run number 5 on the year. As they will take the lead here, it's now a 5-4 ball.
Oh my goodness. 3-run shot by Trey Mancini. As he felt the sunlight. 5th on the season, 399 feet. And as the lead is saying, score is 5-4 Tigers. Oh man.
Yesterday, usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches. And this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Oh my goodness. Score is 5-4 Tigers. Game 1 in Detroit. 1 out. The pitch by Kessler. The Tigers found it. Ground ball center field. Throws to the first baseman. That's out number 2 for the Tigers. Tigers have really turned it on. As they finally should have done it in the past. There you go. Brings up Mikey Montauk, right-handed batter. Struck out twice, he's 0 for 2. Game 1 in Detroit, guys.
Cashner gets the sign. Here's the first pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike 1 to the left.
Behind a lively fastball.
He couldn't quite catch up to that one. He needs to get his foot down and see the fastball out of his hand.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this guy's channel.
Finds the target, 0-2 now.
No, we had no views for that set. Oh boy.
Deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
Foul ball to right, strike 2.
2 out, nobody on.
You know, when Tommy Jones had a 300 game, that pretty much changed the good life, changed in career for the Hall of Famer on the PBA Tour. Signs retired, replayed by the 3-1 shot by Trey Mancini. Deep left center field. Oh my goodness, guys, there you go. Got the top of the 7th, Tigers 5, Rangers 4. And this tells the story, guys. Game 1 in Detroit. 19-23 Rangers, 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. 10-31 Tigers. 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. Game 1 in Kimura Park in Detroit.
Digging in and looking for more.
2-1 for the Rangers, right-handed batter Elvis Andrews. It's 1 for 2 for triple. Here's the pitch by Norris. Strike 1 to the right.
On the inside corner.
Hold on a second here. So far, I haven't seen some of you guys in the chat since I've been unsupported.
Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
I'll tell you, there was
I'm gonna go, hold on a second.
He was trying to hit him,
No, it's not as it's had, 1-1 count. Yankees 3, Rays 2, the final in Tampa. Royals 3, Twins 2 in Minnesota. Two and 1 by Norris. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Astros 6, Indians nothing in Houston. Norris has given up 41 balls, 58 strikes. Pitch number 100 coming up.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Ground ball to center, right center field, picked up. Throws to the first baseman, 1 away.
Man is gone here to start inning number 7.
That'll bring in Carlos Gomez, right-handed batter. It's 1 for 3 for triple in the first, in game 2. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, guys. If you guys have a touchscreen on your phone, a computer, or a tablet that you can use for the internet, ground ball left center field. Gets it to first baseman, 2 outs for the Rangers. Brings up Adrian Beltre, right-handed batter. He's singled in the third. He's 1 for 3. The pitch by Norris. Cubbies 2, Brewers 1 in Chicago, the final.
I'm looking forward to this at bat right here, Matt. 2 outs, bases empty, and you got.
But yeah, you guys can type in the website www.iamacreator.com. Strike in the upper left. /IamACreator. Pirates 7, Phillies 2 in Pittsburgh. Ground ball left center field, and that will be a single. So a single by the Rangers. Game 1 in Detroit.
Digging in now, Joey Gallo. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Runner at first. The Tigers are pulling something out of their bag. And here comes the 10-31 Tigers manager coming to the mound in the chat. And that'll be it for Daniel Norris. He didn't have that bad of a performance, but he still had a little bit something standard. So taking over on the mound, guys, for the 10-31 Tigers this morning, game 1 in Detroit, will be Joe Jimenez. Jimenez making 16 start of series, 1-0 record, 1 save. He has a 2.08 ERA and 11 strikeouts. Runner at first, 2 outs. It's pitched by Jimenez. Ball 1 at the bottom.
Just below the knees, ball 1.
Tying run at first base, he's got to make sure.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my damn channel back up there. Which I'm hoping I can. 5-4 Tigers, game 1 in Detroit, 2 outs.
And a neck-high fastball that time.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that.
I don't know if it's going to grow like that, apparently. It's now 2-0. So for the rest of the lineup today, I'm going to do Resident Evil 3 Nemesis after Greedfall. No, I'm going to try to get one tonight. I think I might do Resident Evil 3 Nemesis tonight. Since there's, oh crap. I don't want this message to fall already. 2-1 count. Ball's free. On deck, Mike Napoli batting 197.
I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be
it's now 3-1.
to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Swing and a miss at the bottom, strike 2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so he can put the ball in the gap somewhere.
I just want my channel to grow, for goodness sakes. 3-2 count by Jimenez. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And the side is retired. Go to bottom of the 7th, Tigers 5, Rangers 4. And on the mound for the 1923, the season for the Rangers will be Tony Barnett. Barnett making his 21st start of the season, 1-3 record. Doo-wop for the Tigers, left-handed batter, Matt Dundecker. He is 0 for 2. In game 1 in Detroit. And here's the pitch by Barnett. Foul ball to left, strike 1.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
You guys have any questions, let me know. Swing and a miss, strike 2. You guys can vote for the item if you like. It's the Greatest Showman is at, the Greatest Showman is at 12, Alliance at 27, and also smash the like button if you guys are new to the Iamacreator community. Hit that red support button, tweet it out, share a comment. Add them to a playlist. The more we grow, guys, the more we stay connected. Expand, check swing, you strike him out. That's the first out for the Tigers. Game 1 in Detroit.
one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy.
Not Hardy, but the Sis Hardy. Huh.
And everything happened so quickly, so
can't do better than that or less than that, so.
At the replay, I think he got it right, so
it's better than what can actually expire too. We play one more time. In the bullpen, Jose Leclerc playing the pitcher for the 1923 Rangers.
Standing in now.
Swinging a miss to the right, strike one.
Behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
5-4 Tigers, bottom of the 7th, 1 out. Game 1 in Detroit.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Foul ball to right, strike 2. Remember guys, pay it forward and be rewarded. And we are all suited up and ready to go.
Here it comes on 0-2.
Fly ball to deep center field. And he makes the catch, out number 2.
Standing in, Alex Presley, 0-for-2 on his line thus far.
Brings up Alex Presley. Ball 1 to the upper left. Pirates 7, Phillies 2 in Pittsburgh.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
See if I can get Mez. Swinging a miss, strike 1, waited a little too long. It's not 1-1. 1-1 count coming up. Swinging a miss, strike 2 up top. It's now 1-2. Nationals 4, Braves 1 in Atlanta, Georgia. Ball 2. It's now 2-2 in game 1 in Detroit.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
And he struck him out at the same time. That's the third out, and the side is retired.
They hold on to a 5-4 lead.
We go to top of the 8th. Tigers 5, Rangers 4. Game 1 in Detroit. Do-wop for the Rangers, right-hander Mike Napoli. It's all for 3 for ground out in game 1 in Detroit. Ball 1 at the bottom.
It's in the dirt for ball 1.
But yeah, guys, if you guys are new in the chat and also in the Iamacreator community, hit that red support button, ball 2. Also smash the like button, tweet it out, say a comment, type it in. Add it to a playlist. The more we grow, the more we expand. The more we meet new people though, too. Foul ball to left, strike 1. And if there's also anybody in the chat that does have a Facebook and a Twitter account, guys can do the same thing, ball 3. It's now 3-1 on deck. Sansu 2 is 1-for-2. Game 1 in Detroit. When we watch our videos in full, stay connected. We like the videos in full. Strike 2 in the upper right. Share the videos, tweet them out, add them to a playlist. And we are good leaving a comment down below at the same point. And we never ask anything back in return, guys. And they pop up.
Cabrera is going to get there.
And there's a pop out, 1 away. Okay, now we're going to be able to get our ass going. Then I'll bring up left-handed batter Sansu 2. He had a solo shot in the second. He's 1-for-2. Game 1 in Detroit. Foul ball to right, strike 1. We put on back on this one. Mendes nods his head. Ball 1 to the right.
1 ball and 1 strike.
WC. Hold on a second, guys. 1-1 count. Foul ball to left, strike 2. Jimenez with the 1-2. Fly ball center field. We're going to make the job happen, and he makes the catch. Deep center field, and it's an out. Pinch hitting for the 1923 Rangers in Game 1 in Kamora Park would be Nomar Mazara. That's the second out so far. The pitch by Jimenez. Fly ball to deep center field. And it'll be bopped in the corner. And it's gone. Mazzara with the solo shot as a pinch hitter. Oh my goodness. Solo shot by the Rangers. Say 8th home run of the season by Nomar Mazzara. 420 feet. Game 1 in Detroit, the score is 5-5 apiece. Look at that, solo shot by Mazzara. Oh wow. 5-5 apiece. Top of the 8th. 2 outs. Strike 1 in the bottom left.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Brings up Zarin Holing. He's 0 for 2 for flyout his last time. Game 1 in Detroit. Ball at the bottom. Hold on, let me try to reload that again. Okay, there we go. 1-1 count by Jimenez. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to the left. Now 1-2.
Ready on 1 and 2. And a
ball 2.
In the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there.
See if I can add Lee on this one.
Previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing
ball 3. On deck, Phil Gosselin batting 278. The 3-2 by him. Swung on and missed, and he struck him out. And the inning is over. We play a solo shot by Mazzara, deep right center field, and it hits the pole though. And it's good enough. Go to bottom of the 8th. Rangers 5, Tigers 5. So taking over as catcher will be Brett Nicholas. Brett Nicholas, guys. Do what for the Tigers to Colby Jones. He has 2 singles. He's 2 for 3. Game 1 in Detroit. Let's keep paying it forward, guys, and being rewarded. Stay connected.
First delivery to him on the way.
Swing and a miss, strike 1 in the zone. Sano barely exists. Oh, wow.
Now the pitch.
Fly ball to right center field. And he nearly had the catch, and that will be off the wall. And that will be a single. Actually, a double, excuse me. Almost said fucking single, but that's a double. So a double by the Tigers. Game 1 in Detroit. Twins 4, Royals 3 in Minnesota. In the chat. Brings up right-handed batter Ian Kinsler. It's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. And thank you once again, buddy. Oh my goodness. Pretty good lifesaver. We got about 2 likes. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Someone is a lifesaver in the chat.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Fly ball to right. Strike 1. Red Sox 3. Oh, Athletics nothing in Oakland.
No outs. You either get him over or you get him in. Worst case, get him over and the next guy drives him in.
Runner at second. Nobody out. 5-5 apiece. Bottom in the 8th. Game 1 Detroit. Check swing, strike 2 at the bottom. It's now 0-2. I know why I pressed a different tab. Oh, never mind. Okay.
Go ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out.
Put him in the designated pile. He's check swing, struck him out, and that's the first out by the Tigers. I'm going to try to expand on this one. Replay once again. So yeah, you guys won't have a new episode of Greedfall. I'm going to try to go live in the afternoon, see what happens. But if not, I will do Resident Evil 3 Nemesis tonight. Foul ball to left in the stand, strike 1. Pirates 7, Phillies 2 in Pittsburgh. Ball at the bottom. But yeah, based on how work was, it was tiring. It's just that I wasn't feeling good after I got off work, so. Fly ball to deep left center field, and he makes the catch, out number 2 for the Tigers. But either way, guys, thank goodness I'm off till tomorrow. Since I go back from 7 to 4, and then off Monday. But this Monday, I'll get that in a second. Nationals 8, Braves 1 in Atlanta. Brings up Trey Mancini.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And
Sex swing strike 1 at the bottom.
Clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
So yeah, I'm gonna do Nemesis today as well. Since I do have to thank my pun as well for giving me a good rest the last couple days.
Kicks and deals.
That's my side maker. My future fiancé, since her and I also been together for 1043, so it's not bad. It's a great achievement. Putting love first before anything else. But it's not bad either. As long as with God's help anybody can do anything or try to work with anything. As long as you put your mind to it. Sex swing it, strike him out as well. And the inning is over. Game 1 in Detroit. We play once again. At the top of the 9th, Rangers 5, Tigers 5. Game 1 in Detroit. Do what for the Rangers? Right-handed batter Phil Gosselin. It's over 3 with a flyout. The pitch by Jimenez. Strike 1 at the bottom.
The first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Orioles 2, Blue Jays 1 in Baltimore.
Here's the 0-1.
Fly ball to right center field. He makes good catch, 1 away. Yankees 3, Rays 2 in Tampa. Instead of Hannah's, Florida.
That was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Twins 4, Royals 3 in Minnesota.
Here's Elvis Andrus now.
Ball 1 to the left. Brings up Elvis Andrus. Right-handed batter is 1 for 3. With a single in the 5th. Triple in the 5th, excuse me. Game 1 at Detroit.
1-0 delivery.
Ball 2. Astros 7, Indians nothing in Houston. Red Sox 3, A's 1 in Oakland.
Here it comes 2-0.
Ground ball to left center field, picked up by second. Throws at the first baseman immediately, and that's a second out for the Rangers. Here comes Carlos Gomez, right-hander. He's troubled his first time, is 1 for 4.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1 at the bottom.
Close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Here comes the
It's really tight. It's just that when Walmart stores, when it comes to any state, for example, when it comes to closing at 8:30 every now and then, by the time the stuff gets back intact, it's just that there's not a lot of stuff you can do. If there's no cards left on the lot, it's like, what are you supposed to do? Is there any stuff that's left? You know, foul ball to left, strike 2. But I did a little bit of an extra work on that, and it was okay. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Tigers 5, Rangers 5. Game 1 in Detroit. And on the mound for the 1923 Rangers, Game 1 in Detroit, will be Jason Grill. Grill making his 25th start, 1-0 record, 5.28 ERA, and 34 strikeouts. Doo-wop for the Tigers. Nick Castellanos is on to the plate. He grounded out in 6th inning. He's 0 for 3. Nationals 8, Braves 4 in Atlanta. Here's the pitch by Grill. Ground ball. The pitcher picks it up, throws to the first baseman, 1 away. Cats 1, Giants nothing in St. Louis. I think my point might be taking a nap again. Brings up right-hander Mikey Montauk. Strikeout in 6, 0 for 3. In the bullpen, Jose Leclerc for the 1923 Rangers. In Game 1, Detroit. Kamora Puck. Ground ball to right center field. That'll be a single. Shout out to my buddy Moda. Alumni's buddy Moda outside the chat. 6-game hitting streak. He said, he goes on to state on Facebook, quote, "Sorry for no stream last couple days, everyone. I'm going to try to get a few hours in today. Hopefully you're all staying safe." Why, thank you, buddy, for saying that. Swing and a miss, strike one. Now 0-1. Makes up, brings in left-handed batter or right-handed batter, Matt Dundecker.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Runner at first, 1 out. Game 1 in Detroit. Foul ball to left and stand strike 2.
Possible winning run on first, 1 man away.
Swung on and a miss, out number 2 for the Tigers.
For the second time here tonight.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone.
So yeah, Murder's going to try to get a couple hours going. It's just that I do believe that he was not even live. He was not even live last couple days. Why? Well, it could absolutely be anything. Because Brian Holiday. Could actually be anything. Foul ball to left, strike 1. Hit speed 103 miles per hour. Game 1 in Detroit.
The 0-1.
Foul ball to right, strike 2.
He's quickly behind 0-2. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here.
No 1-2 count coming up. Ball 1 at the bottom's now 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to
I mean, I was just really tired. My feet were tired. One of my 2 scabs was. I don't know how you want to call it, but it all depends. But my left ankle's doing just fine as well. It's like swinging, he's out at the right time, and the side is retired.
So they can't get that winning run home, and that
we're gonna top of the 10th inning, guys. Rangers 5, Tigers 5. Game 1 in Detroit. Doo-wop for the Rangers, right-handed batter, Adrian Beltre. He has 2 singles, he's 2 for 4. Jimenez nods his head. Ground ball to left. Picks it up, throws to the first baseman, 1 away for the Rangers.
Here's Joey Gallo now. He comes into this appearance in the midst.
Here comes Joey Gallo. He had a solo side, is 1 for 4. Ball 1 at the bottom. Orioles 2, Blue Jays 1 in Baltimore in the final.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Ball 2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
2-0 count. Swung on and missed, strike 1.
Boy, Matt, we're watching him have great
We play once
success
again.
on that exploded fastball at the top of the zone. And I'm telling you right now, you can't catch up to that. It looks great to you coming in, but you have to get your bat in the position.
2-1 count by Jimenez.
Just too hard to
foul ball to left, strike 2.
Clearly on that fastball, he hit that one.
He's going to try to go for a slider. Ball 3. On deck, Mike Napoli batting 195. Astros 13, Indians nothing in Houston.
And now a pitch on the way.
Foul ball to left, strike 2.
Ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. He's set. Here's the 3-2.
Ground ball center field. The ball will get down. The ball is a little bit dropped. And that will be a double. Mariners 1, White Sox nothing in Seattle. So a double by Rangers.
And as a result, they'll be tagged with the E8 on the play.
The pinch hitter runner will be Delano of the Seals. Game 1 in Detroit.
Get a little more speed out there. Settling in now, Mike Napoli, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far.
Let's go to the E8. Runner at second, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Ball 1 to the left.
Outside for ball 1. The 1-0.
Ball 2.
That one stayed too low apparently. Now the 2-0.
Ball 3.
Low, ball 3.
On deck, Sensu-Tsu is 1 for 3. Is on deck.
Go ahead runs in scoring
3-0 count by Jimenez.
And that misses.
Another walk by the Tigers defense as Jimenez
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were.
Mets 14 and Angels 3 in New York City, the final. As he walks Mike Napoli.
And give him something to draw.
And they'll bring in a different pitcher.
Shane Green.
And on the mound for the 10 and 31 Tigers, game 1 in Detroit with Shane Green. Making his 14th start of the series, he has an 0-1 record, 1 save, 9.22 ERA, and 16 strikeouts. First and second, 1 out. Here's the pitch offering. Ball 1 to the left. Reds 9, Rockies 9 in Cincinnati. Strike 1 at the bottom.
If he can keep hitting the corner with that 2-seam fastball, it's going to be really effective.
New team from RVD, or Impact Wrestling, huh?
Now, it's not always about velocity.
Strike 2 to the left. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. All right.
The third pitch right there. He has pounded him hard in.
Trying to go for a slider, 1 and 2 count.
And I don't know if he backs off.
Foul ball to right, strike 2.
He's just going to keep pounding. Got a lot of pride in his fastball.
Ball 2.
To pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Hit hard.
Ground ball center field again.
Reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him.
Game 1 in Detroit, and that will be an RBI single. Oh my. So an RBI single by the Rangers. As the score is 6-5 Rangers. Oh wow. First and second, 1 out. Here's the pitch by Green. Ball 1 at the bottom. 6-5 Rangers. First and second, 1 out. Game 1 in Detroit that'll bring in left-handed batter Brett Nicholas. 3-0-2, 1 home run, 6 ribbies. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
He might have been setting him up with that high fastball to change his eye level. Now he's got him set up. Maybe he'll go
1-1 count by Green. Ground ball to center field. Looking for a DP. And it will be a DP double play. And the side is retired. Game 1 in Detroit. Go to bottom of the 10th inning, guys. Rangers 6, Tigers 5. And on the mound for the 1923 Rangers will be Alex Cludio. 17th start, 0-1 record, 12 saves. Doo-wop for the Tigers, Alex Presley, left-handed batter. He's 0 for 3 for strikeout in the 7th. Here's the pitch by Cludio. From the right-hand side. Ball 1 at the bottom.
That bounces to the plate for ball 1. Pitch on the way.
It's like swing strike 1, win it almost right on time.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
Swing and a miss again, strike 2. Pitch was 72 miles per hour. Oh my goodness. 1 and 2 count by Cludio.
The 1-2 pitch.
Ball 2. It's now 2 and 2. Yeah, I'm gonna clean up my salads just a little bit. When I nearly get a chance to. Comes to 2 and 2. Foul ball to left, strike 2.
Here's the pitch on 2 and 2. Got him.
And he struck him out. Throws to the first baseman, 1 away for the Tigers.
And there's 1 away.
When your closer comes in and
well, at least I got a couple likes out of that. It's not bad.
Everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get.
That'll bring in Jacoby Jones. He has a double, 2 singles. He's 3 for 4. Right-handed batter. Game 1 in Detroit. 6-5 Rangers, bottom of the 10th. 1 out. Game 1 in Detroit. Gamora Park, as you guys can see. Ball 1 to the right.
Comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 1 out, nobody on.
Ball 2. Make that 2-0. Who's to reopen? Ooh. Better than nothing. Strike 1, 6 swings now, 2-1. Stay safe, Ohio. Oh boy. 2-1 count by Cludio. Ground ball to right center field. Throws to the first baseman in time. 2 away for the Tigers. Tigers are down to the final out. Last chance for the Tigers will be Ian Kinsler, right-handed batter. He's 2 for 4 with 2 singles.
First pitch on its way.
Swing and a miss, strike 1 at the bottom. Nationals 8, Braves 4 in Atlanta.
That's an easy trap to fall into when you're the tying run, but you can't be chasing pitches out of the zone.
I'm just looking at the sign of it. So that's the second here.
The 0-1 delivery. A swing and a
fly ball to right center field, and I think that'll be it.
Ranging back.
And did he make the catch? And he does. And the Tigers. Oh man. And the Tigers go down to 10-32 of the season. They did sell a good game though. As the Rangers going up 20-23 of the season. Oh my. 65 the final though. The good thing from the Rangers going up to 20-23 of the season today. Sitsu was 2 for 4 for home run and 2 ribbies. The Margarana was a pinch hitter. Dovin a solo side. Carlos Gomez had a triple. Joey Gallo had 2 for 5 home run and a ribby. 10-32 Tigers. Travisini had a home run with 3 ribbies. Miguel Cabrera also turned it on with a double and 2 RBIs. Colby's also for double. Oh my goodness. Rangers take game 1 in Detroit. After 20-23 over the Tigers. And of course, good game though. Down to 10-32 of the series. 6-5, 10 hits, no errors, 9 hits, 2 errors. The Tigers are now 10-32 of the season. Any sporting team comes down to it with not a good record though. L630, Feliz, Mike Napoli. Ooh. We'll simulate the others real quick. As far as the other teams go, we have the Cubbies setting up to 26-15 over the Brewers, down to 20-24 by 1 run as we speak. 2-1 in Chicago, 2-1, 5 hits, 1 error. 7 hits, 1 error. Arida's 4th win. Davis 13th save. Orioles up 16-25 by 1 run as well over the Blue Jays. Down to 20-23 in Baltimore. State of that is Maryland. 2-1. 10 hits, no errors. 6 hits, no errors. Yakibanos' first win. Pirates up to 17-25 over the Phillies, down to 9-31 in Pittsburgh. 7-3, 6 hits, 2 errors. 7 hits, 2 errors. Ivan Nova's 3rd win. Ravel's 8th save. Yankees expand to 28-12 of the season. Oh my. Over the Rays, down to 23-21 Tampa. 3-2, 9 hits, 1 error, 6 hits, no errors, the final. CC Sabathia's 5th win. Conley was 4th save. Go-Go Mets had a big win of 24-18 over the Angels, down to 23-21 in New York City. It's actually a great town, great city. Most of us have been there. As long as we know for sure, I'll have a lot of cats in between. So see what it comes down to at beginning to the middle.
5 straight wins.
14-3, 21-18 over the Reds by 3 runs, down to 20-22 in Cincinnati. Final score 12 runs to 9. 17 hits, 1 error, 18 hits, 1 error. Steve with a 4-0 start for the 26-17 Rockies this season. Harlan was 14 save. Nationals win by 4 up to 27-15 over the Braves, down to 17-24 in Atlanta. So it's 8-4, 12 hits, 1 error, 8 hits, no errors. Steven Strasburg with his 5th win. Royals climb up to 20-22. Shot down the Twins in Minnesota, down to 22-19. 7-4, 6 hits, no errors, 9 hits, no errors. Carnes with his 1st win. Herrera with his 4th save. Astros win by a gigantic 12 runs, up to 22-21. Upset the Indians down to 28-14 in Houston. 13-1, 18 hits, no errors, 4 hits, 1 error. Brandon Peacock with his 5th win. Cards up to 23-18 victory over the Giants, down to 20-23 in St. Louis. 3-0 shutout. 4 hits, no errors, 5 hits, 1 error. Martinez with his 4th win. Trevor Rosenthal with his 11th save as well. Red Sox pull in up to 26-16 over the Athletics, down to 18-25 in Oakland. 4-2, 12 hits, no errors, 7 hits, 1 error. David Price with his 4th win. Craig Kimbrell with his 12th save. Mariners also get a win up to 26-17 over the White Sox, down to 12-30 in Seattle. 3-0 shutout, 10 hits, 1 error, 2 hits, 1 error as well. Iwana with his 5th win. Marlins up to 22-20 over the Dodgers, down to 25-19 in LA. 4-3, 9 hits, no errors, 4 hits, no errors. McClellan up to a 4-0 start for the 22-20 Marlins of the series. Zegov's 11th save. And the Diamondbacks starts up to 24-19 of the series over the Padres, down to 21-24 in the series in San Diego. 8-4, 12 hits, 1 error, 12 hits, 1 error. Corbin a 4-0 start for the 24-19 Diamondbacks. Game two will be this Monday. I'm going to try to get it going this Monday, as the Tigers are now at 10-32 of the season. As it will be Game 2 this Monday, since I go back tomorrow from 7 to 4. Greenfall will be the same time. As it will be Game 2, it will be the 10-32 Tigers taking on 20-23 Rangers. Game 1 Detroit. Rangers won a close one. Tigers almost had a good chance. Rangers won the first one though, 6-5 this morning. As far as the other matchups go, we'll get them going real quick. As that will be the 20-22 Rangers taking on the 22-19 Twins in Minnesota. Ian Kennedy 2-5, 5.57 ERA, taking on Eddie Santana, 4.47 ERA. 20-24 Brewers taking on the 26-15 Cubbies in Chicago. Zogman 1-3, 3.98, taking on John Lester, 2.21 ERA, if that's impressive. 20-23 Blue Jays visiting 16-25 Orioles in Baltimore. Estrada 3-2, 4.82 ERA, taking on Guzma, 3.60 ERA. 26-16 Boston Red Sox taking on the 18-25 A's in Oakland. Pomerwitz 3-3, 5.73 ERA, taking on Triggs, 6.75 ERA. 9-31 Phillies taking on 17-25 Pirates in Pittsburgh. Nola winless 0-4, 4.23 ERA. He'll be taking on Holt Cole, 4.40 ERA. 28-12 improving New York Yankees taking on the 23-21 Rays of Tampa. Savino 5-1, 1.57 ERA, taking on Faria, 3.86 ERA. That should be a good matchup. 28-14 Indians taking on the 22-21 Astros in Houston. Trevor Bauer 4-2, 4.22 ERA versus Morton, 4.57 ERA in Houston. 27-15 Nationals taking on 17-24. Hold up a minute. Okay. In Atlanta, Georgia, Gonzalez 1-4, 6.46 ERA taking on Farwick, 4.61 ERA. 26-17 Rockies taking on 20-22 Reds in Cincinnati. Travis Chatwood 4-2, 3.02 ERA taking on Homer Bailey, 5.23 ERA. Angels 23-21 Angels taking on the Go-Go Mets 24-18 Met and New York City. Haney 3-5, 4.44 ERA. Taking on Mets 3.35 ERA. 20-23 Giants taking on 23-18 Cubs in St. Louis, Missouri. Moore 4-1, 3.33 ERA. He'll be taking on Matt Wacha, 4.39 ERA. 12-30 Chicago White Sox taking on the 26-17 Mariners in Seattle, Washington. Lopez 2-4, 6.53 ERA. He'll be taking on Matt Leake, 3.88 ERA. 22-20, I'm almost done, guys, in the chat. 22-20 Marlins taking on 25-19 Dodgers in LA. 10-3-4 taking on 4.36 ERA, taking on Kuzma, 5.82 ERA. And the 24-19 D-backs taking on 21-24 Padres in San Diego. Walker 3-3, 5.68 ERA, taking on Stratton, 2.72 ERA. And that'll do it, and no standings today, guys. I'm gonna put a stop to it right now. With that, guys, I'll tell you more in a second. Okay, guys, I'm gonna stop here for this morning. Tigers are now 10-32. They played a close one though in Game 1 earlier this morning, but I think it was only by 1 run or 2, but it came a little bit close. I'm going to maybe try to do a new episode of Greedfall, but if not, I'll do Greedfall after 4. After 4 for sure. Pretty much after supper, maybe. Remember, guys, Greedfall is every Saturday, Sundays of the Iamacreator community. When we did that switcheroo, since my love was in the chat, and some of you guys, as my moderators, were in the chat as well. Now BL3 is every Tuesday and Wednesdays. So BL3 will also, I'm also going to try to get new episodes of that as well. It all depends. Depending how much time my opponent wants to have me. But he's been giving me a good rest the last couple of days, so with that, it all depends. By the way, if you guys want to catch more MLB 7,